Hi, this is Chad from Adventure Designs. We're here in our store in Hayward, California, and it's chock full of quality, innovative products. One such product is our complete US-made toolkits. We have kits for a huge range of bikes. Specifically is the BMW R1200 GS and GSA toolkit for the water-cooled. We also have them for the oil-cooled and all the other BMWs, and for many other brands, including KTM, Triumph, Yamaha, Suzuki, and so on and so on. So look on those specific pages for the contents of your specific bike's toolkit, because we very likely have one ready to go for your bike. We have done the painstaking research for you, making sure that each tool is included that you need for your stock motorcycle. This was in response to a lot of customers' requests. They said, can you please make an awesome complete toolkit that I can just put on my bike and know that I'm ready for routine maintenance for a stock bike and ready for roadside emergencies. The core parts of the kit, and a lot of people don't realize this, but when they buy a cheap one-size-fits-all toolkit, one, it's cheap, so the likelihood of some of those tools failing is very, very strong, but also they're missing a couple key components. They're missing the hard-to-find, unique tools and sizes that their bike requires. Nothing's more frustrating than to be in the garage doing maintenance or on the roadside emergency and be missing the very tool you need the very most. So we searched high and low for the unique, hard-to-find parts, and we had to manufacture some of those parts ourselves. Another thing that a lot of toolkits miss is a way to have what we call high torque application or a high torque tool. Most of them just have a tiny little ratchet, but they don't have a way. What if you have a bolt that's extra tight or it's rusted on? If I have a situation where I have a really, really stubborn tool, or excuse me, bolt that I can't get undone, I would just configure this. I've got this long deep well socket. I slide the T-handle to one side, and I have a breaker bar capable of an incredible force and torque. So if you ever have a stubborn bolt, we've got you covered. That's very unique to our kit. The other thing is we've got just a really, really cool fast ratchet. This is a really unique size. This is actually a 3/8 socket driver on one side, and this nice, short, compact to save on weight and packability ratchet. This has both forward and reverse, and if you're just doing non-high torque things like quickly loosening or tightening, this is a very fun, convenient ratchet. If you're doing anything high torque, like wheel lug nuts, anything with a lot of force, definitely always use the sliding T-handle. And what I like to do in some applications, I just like using a T with this 6-inch extension. It's really convenient and fast for motorcycle tuning. Moving on, I just want to show you the quality of these tools. This is a tool manufactured by the last privately owned hand tool company. What that means is they get to control quality from A to Z. They're the last ones using US refined steel, and they hot forge it right here in the USA. They take quality so seriously that they actually stamp a code on every tool, so that if they ever have an issue and it's got a lifetime warranty, they can look at that code and go back to the steel refinery batch and the chrome plating, the forging, and figure out what went on. Something that's hard to see in video and pictures is they've done what they call these special grip teeth inside the open end, and what those do is enables it to grab the fastener stronger or better, so you won't strip the fastener, and then it leads to a longer wear life. But if you ever have a problem with one of these tools, just send it to us. We're going to replace it for free. It's got a lifetime warranty. We're confident that with these tools you're going to be handing them on someday to your son or grandson, children, grandchildren. They're that quality. Every once in a while we get a customer that calls and says, I recognize this tool. My grandfather had these tools and he got them 60, 70 years ago, and I still have them in my toolbox today. Our goal was to make this a comprehensive kit that has everything you need, but also to wean it down so it can be as compact as possible. So I think we've achieved that. It's as compact as you can get without sacrificing the tools that you need. One way that we did that is we made this really neat multi-tool. Some of the biggest, heaviest things in a toolkit are the large combo wrenches, and many of the bikes require very large combo wrenches. So we weaned down in some kits 2 pounds, and a lot of the bulk, packing bulk, by making this tool out of stainless steel. This has 4 different sizes of large combo tools, 14, 17, 19, and 22 that some of the bikes require. So if your bike requires some of those sizes, you'll see this inside of your toolkit. Very cool, unique, US-made tool. So whenever we can, we like multi-tools. This is 2 things. This is a spark coil removal tool. So around your spark plugs, there's this fragile rubber plastic coil, and what a lot of people do, they make the mistake of just shoving a screwdriver in there or pliers, and they yank it out and end up breaking a very expensive part. This gives you basically a handhold. This slides on to that fragile piece, and then it gives you a handhold so you can remove that straight out without damaging the part. You flip it over, on many of the R12 bikes, they've got this unique triangle-shaped BMW oil filler cap. Have that. We have, if your bike requires a front axle tool, we've machined these beautiful aluminum axle tools. If your bike has this multi-tool, you can use in conjunction with that, or you can use in conjunction with the larger socket like so. We include just what we feel is one of the most useful needle nose pliers. They're a locking plier, handy for a lot of applications. We include what we call rescue tools, and that's basically a supply of what we find are things that you need when you're out on a trip. We've got 2 feet of heavy-duty duct tape that we ingeniously hide on one of the combo wrenches you see here. We include some short zip ties, standard zip ties. This is stainless steel safety wire, and if you have a nut or screw or something come loose, this gives you a way with the needle nose pliers to secure that so you can get somewhere safe. This is a really neat thing called the rescue tape. This is an ingenious tape that will allow you to seal a fluid or liquid leak. 2 other items is this is some electrical tape if you need to wrap some electrical tape around some live wires or problems. And then we have a blade here in case you need to cut something. Underneath it we include this nice microfiber shop wrap. Moving on, we searched high and low and we have these really ingenious sets if your bike requires it of Torx. This happens to be security Torx. Basically all the sizes of Torx that are needed for motorsports applications. So your bike might not require them all, but we just wanted you covered in case you added accessories to the bike. And then the drive tool for the larger size and the drive tool for the smaller sizes. If your bike requires, we have a full set of metric hexes, same idea, all the sizes. Your stock bike may not require these, but we find that most of the accessories or farkles that we all put on our motorcycles require metric hexes like this. Some of your bikes are going to require also an oil filter wrench. Our first choice is to include this oil filter strap wrench because it's innovative, it's small, it's packable, and it's very light. But some bikes do not allow for that because they don't have enough space on the side of the oil filter to accommodate this. We still have to use a traditional round oil filter wrench, but again, check your model page and picture to see what your bike requires. So moving on down below, we include just the sockets that you need for your stock bike. Another thing that we've done that's really neat is we've made a US-made quality tool roll. And we wanted something that's going to protect your tools, is packable. The nice thing about how we designed this tool roll is if you're trying to squeeze this into a space that maybe can't accommodate the size, this is basically 9 inches by 3.5 inches, you can loosen up this Velcro and pack this more flat if you're trying to store it in a flat location. And then we also have Velcro on the top, so items that you're afraid are going to slide out, the Velcro seals over. Another unique thing about this tool roll is it's got these 2 grommet holes so you can hang it on a pegboard in your garage while you're working on the bike. And then we also put these Velcro loops so you can conveniently hang it on the side of your motorcycle so you can keep these quality tools out of the dirt, out of the mud while you're working on your bike. So we put a lot of thought into this. This is years and years of refinement. This quality toolkit has been shipped and is trusted by our customers all over the world. So grab one and you'll be prepared for your next routine maintenance or for your next roadside emergency. This is Chad from Adventure Design signing off. Thank you so much for your support. Without your support, we would not exist. We would not be able to do these videos or have quality tools like this. Thanks again.